This is a KCSG News Update. I'm Melissa Anderson. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has decided to move forward with the Scouting program. In a statement issued in their LDS newsroom, leaders say they want the Boy Scouts of America to succeed in its historic mission to instill leadership skills and high moral standards in youth. The statement to move forward is in response to the Boy Scouts accepting gay leaders into their scouting units. And officials at Sand Hollow State Park have advised that they will be closing a portion of the park for cleanup this weekend. According to reports by other media, trash and graffiti have littered an area where locals do cliff jumping. Park rangers will close that area Friday through Sunday. For other local stories, check out our website. This is a KCSG News Update. I'm Melissa Anderson. The man found on I-15 near exit 13 2 weeks ago has died as a result of his injuries. Utah Highway Patrol investigators believe Edgar Perez Bartlall of Northfield, Minnesota, jumped out of a moving van when it was traveling down the interstate. When they arrived, the man was lying in the middle of the southbound lanes with severe head injuries. The van he was riding in was located in California and eventually came back to St. George. Gold Cross ambulance workers in St. George are still waiting to hear from the company on negotiations to their contracts. On July 25th, members of the Teamsters Local 222 gathered in an informational picket to bring awareness. Negotiations ended on a sour note, according to the union, and further actions by the union will be considered if the company continues to refuse to conclude bargaining. And honored veterans in the Southern Utah Veterans Home strolled aboard a flightless flight over the weekend. The veterans were taken on a trip down memory lane and received much praise and a glimpse of the memorials in Washington, D.C. For these stories and more, go to our website. This is a KCSG News Update. I'm Melissa Anderson. With Labor Day weekend here, motorists are expected to save $1.4 billion as gas prices are their lowest in more than a decade. Roughly 70% of the gas stations across the U.S. will sell gas at under $2.50 a gallon. And as millions of people are expected to travel this holiday weekend, Utah Highway Patrol and local law enforcement want to remind travelers to obey traffic laws and to wear their seatbelts. They'll be adding extra forces over the three-day holiday weekend. Doc Utah kicks off its sixth season Monday with a fundraiser dinner and film at the Electric Theater in downtown St. George. 77 films will make their debut in the 2015 International Documentary Film Festival over the next few weeks. Hope you have a safe and fun Labor Day weekend. This is a KCSG News Update. I'm Melissa Anderson. The city of St. George is awaiting more test results on samples taken at the Fort Pierce Industrial Park. The city issued a boil water order over the weekend after finding E. coli and coliform bacteria in one of the random samples taken. The system has since been decontaminated, and water officials hope to have the boil order lifted by later in the afternoon. More than 800 businesses and less than a half a dozen residents were notified by a reverse 911 system, as well as door-to-door flyers about the findings. We'll have updates on this as they become available. Hurricane police have arrested 2 women overnight allegedly involved in robbery, conspiracy, and drug charges. The incident took place around 9 p.m. Sunday night when it was reported that Melissa Strem unlawfully entered a home and demanded items from the victim, threatening with a BB gun. The suspect left the scene with another woman who was arrested for conspiracy and other charges assisting in the reported crime. Officers stopped the vehicle and found items from the home as well as controlled substances. Both suspects were arrested and booked on multiple charges. And parts of southern Utah could see more rain showers and strong winds by this afternoon. The National Weather Service said temperatures will drop into the 80s by Tuesday. For more stories, check out our website and like our Facebook page. Have a great day. This is a KCSG News Update. I'm Melissa Anderson. Flash flooding in southern Utah on Monday has now claimed the lives of at least 16 people in Hilldale and Zion National Park. Rangers at Zion have now confirmed 4 fatalities in the Keyhole Canyon area. They continue to search for 3 others who were caught in that flood. At least 60 search and rescue personnel are involved. And only 1 person is still reported missing in Hilldale as the death toll there due to flooding rose to 12. A 6-year-old boy is the missing person. 3 others were rescued when a wall of water rushed through a canyon wash, sweeping 2 vehicles downstream. Many of those bodies were recovered miles away from the vehicles. The tragic flooding is among the worst weather-related disasters in Utah. Flash flood warnings continue in parts of southern Utah. Disaster and emergency preparedness officials are urging people to be prepared in case of disasters like these. September is Disaster Preparedness Month. For updates on these stories and weather warnings, go to our website and like our Facebook page. Stay safe.